Hey everybody, it's Amy Graham, the Badass Valkyrie, and I wanted to take you through my self-care weeks in this lovely time frame that we have all been going through the past month. This is my Chic Sparrow Calypso that's embossed with Spend the Rest of Your Life Celebrating, and it was a gift from Tiffany Lou, and it was as a surprise, and I'll try to link the unboxing of this just because it's a wonderful memory of mine. And I love this thing so much. And out of all of my week's covers, I've used this one the most and I still just love it. This is my Ultraman Weeks, and this is what I use for self-care. And I just wanted to kind of take you through what I'm doing because I won't lie, it has been a struggle to get to do self-care. Even though I'm home, it has been a struggle to figure out what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, all that kind of thing, because it's very different than the previous months. This is the monthly view, and this is April so far. And what I do is I put in one good thing every day. Just one happy thought or happy moment out of my day. Over here is where I put my Finding 52 that I do every week. And I put that in. And as you can see, some months I did great, some months I did not. March was nothing. And I was like, you know what? I need to get back on track. And so I felt like doing this every day and keeping it. Part of what had also been a problem is I was keeping it in my bag, and when I wasn't taking my bag to work every day, it was like, oh, wait, I need to get that out. And I would just kind of forget about it. And so having this on my desk with my cousin Avec has actually helped quite a bit. So this is April so far, and I've been using some of the Cocoa Daisy rainbow stuff to help kind of brighten my day. And then we get into the weekly views. And this was mid-February. And as you can see, sometimes I do stuff and sometimes I don't. This was a very busy week. And this is when everything kind of went off the rails. And I was just like, you know what? Because here is about Tuesday on the 10th is about when we started hearing about possibly working from home. And then work at home started on the 13th. And next Monday, April 13th, will be a month. And but this was the following week, and I did pretty well there. And it was St. Patrick's Day, which is normally a day that I love and celebrate and have a great time, but it was very different this year, as many of you know. This was the next week, the ending of March, and still kept up pretty well. This was last week and getting it all done. Really feeling better about things, trying to go back through and, it was very different. The stickers and stuff that I use, because this is where I do all of my stickers and happiness and joy and all of that, but it was hard figuring out, from here to putting in things that, and trying to find out of my sticker stash things that actually would work in what, with my self-care, and I'm starting to put more of baking and going grocery shopping, because that's pretty much the only time we leave the house is grocery shopping. I'm doing a lot of gaming, all of that, and just trying to find my rhythm. I am trying to create every day. I have game time, trying to check my budget and my bills and all of that. Although a lot of you know that I had gone to the cash envelope system through the Budget Mom, and in Utah, not very many people are allowing cash to even be used. So and I'm not getting out to go to the bank, and they're telling you not to use cash. And so we are putting that kind of on hold. I still have about $100 and something in my wallet, but and I use it when I can. But then there's that part of me too that's kind of like, well, hang on to it because, you never know if there's an emergency or, things shut down or whatever. The whole prepper thing is like, always have money on you, and in smaller bills. So, that's totally fine. And it's just like a little savings, I guess, until, everything kind of gets back to normal. So this was last week, and this is this week so far. And so I'm getting back into the normal routine of everything. On Sunday, it's Easter, but it's also Heimdall's 5th birthday. Yesterday, I actually opened the window, and even though this is like a little mouse, I love, oh my gosh, I can't even remember his name. Oh my goodness, the kitty. Let me know down below if you remember his name. I can't, it's on the tip of my tongue and I always forget it, but he always reminds me of Heimdall. And then I know that that's like a little mouse, but the orange reminds me of Tyr, and this is kind of how Heimdall and Tyr interact with each other. So anyway, tangent. But I got a lot of things done on Monday. We had the full moon on Tuesday. I found my onesie. I did have to go to MPS, my little shop. That's where I get cat food a lot less expensive than I can online or at regular grocery stores. So I had to go make a trip for that so that all of the children would have food to eat. And so I did that. And while I was there, they had 70% off all their clothing. And they had a llama onesie from Torrid. And I'm like, oh, I was so excited because a lot of people are having like Zoom calls and stuff in onesies. And I'm like, I don't even have one. And I found this one. It was the perfect size and it was $10. And I'm like, oh, this was totally meant to be. So I just grabbed it and I have had a ball. I even had Greg try it on. It was hilarious. We did date night last night, and we went and got takeout from Panda, which was great. We hadn't had Chinese food in a long time, or American Chinese, either way. Today I am doing a Zoom call with Finding 52 group. So if you are able to get into the group, I'll put the link and everything there for the Zoom call. I can get up to 100 people in there. I won't get anywhere near that, but at least it's a way to interact. And I'm trying to see if I can live stream the Zoom call in Facebook, but I'm not sure if I can do that or not. But I may also use my iPad and try to film the Zoom call. I'm just trying to work it all out. So cross your fingers it all works. But then I don't have any really big plans for Saturday. I did end up on Monday when I was looking for a onesie because I was like, I'm tired of not having a onesie. And so I was looking online and didn't find anything. I did find at Hannah something, Star Wars pajamas. And so I got 3 pairs of Star Wars pajamas. They're Christmassy. Some have like a little bit of Christmas in them, but they're not overly Christmas. And so I got them on clearance and I'm like, oh, yes. And so since I spend a lot of time in lounging attire right now, I was like, that's perfect. So, and this is kind of, just things that make me happy. And I have not done my Finding 52 for this week, but last week I did it on Sunday, and I actually did my hair and makeup for no particular reason other than the fact that I just wanted to look pretty. I had spent a whole week not having makeup on and not doing my hair and everything and just kind of getting by, even though I've been on Zoom calls, but I would put on a hat or something. And I was like, you know what? I feel like doing my makeup. And so I did it. And I was like, I'm just going to take my time, do full on, curled all of my hair, everything. And it made me feel a lot better. And so now I'm trying to do a little bit more of that and taking more care of myself, and which is the whole point of self-care. But in times like this, like I said, I'm in pajamas or lounging wear or sweats or whatnot, and you can get very lax about things. And I realized that I had. And I'm like, you know what? I need to make it a point to always shower, shave my legs, do my normal routine, and keep that at a constant. So that's what I'm trying to do. And I'm trying, as I said up here, getting back on track. And so here we are. We'll finish out the week here. And then my next race, this was my half marathon, which has already been canceled. My VIP status has been moved to 2021. And I'm actually contemplating getting it bumped up. Since it was a free entry anyway, I'm trying to see if they will let me increase it to a full marathon. I figure I got a year, why not? Sure. So, and I still haven't gone in and done last week's. This is where I just kind of do a little bit of journaling on the Finding 50 or on my Finding 52 for the week. And I still got to catch up with last week, but that is what I'm doing for my self-care. And then I'm still using the Cocoa Daisy stickers as well as all my other stickers. And that's it. But what I wanted to specifically say is there are ways to do this and still talk about self-care and things that you enjoy, even though it might be different. And I also, I am doing a daily haiku for my 100-day project. And I've really been enjoying it. I mean, it's only day 4, but because it started on April 7th. And if you haven't started, it's still not too late to do it. In years past, I have done little pieces of art and things like that, but I've gotten out of the habit. But I'm like, you know what? This is a perfect time to do it because I have the time and I've always been fascinated with haikus. And so I'm like, let's just do a haiku every day. And so far it's gone really well. And I'm actually writing that down in my Hobonichi Cousin back at the bottom. And so it shows, what I've written every day. And I will show you guys probably when I do my next update with my Cousin back, and also show you where I'm actually writing it as well to keep track of it and take my pictures. So if you've been on Instagram, you've seen the screenshots of it. So anyway, that is how my self-care is going. And like I said, there were a few rough weeks, but I am getting back on track and feeling a lot more normal this week and kind of getting into a routine and figuring out what I can do, how I can do it, when I can do it, that kind of thing. So as I said, Monday will be 30 days, so it'll be an entire month. And I'm feeling better. I'm feeling more confident and more comfortable in this whole work at home environment. It's still not my choice, my preferred choice to do it that way, but I know that I can actually do it if I had to do it. So, which right now I do. We are still on lockdown, so, but there we have it. And hopefully by this time next week, we will have some updates on my great bread adventure. I'm creating a sourdough starter today, and so it'll take about 5 to 7 days for that to start kicking in. And then I have 2 25-pound bags of flour and yeast, and I am jumping in, excuse me, to my sourdough bread making. It is something I've always wanted to do and want to learn, and I'm like, why not do it now? I'm also over the weekend going to do a lot of my garden starts. So with peppers and tomatoes and cucumbers and lettuce and all of that kind of thing. So I'm starting that as well. So we'll see how it all goes. But things are moving on pretty well in the Graham household. Greg works from home twice a week. He has actually moved his computer out of my study and into his office, which is kind of cat-a-corner from my desk, but it still works out great. And, I could not be happier being stuck at home with my husband. I love it. So I am very thankful for everything that I have and that I am able to do during this time frame. And as this says, I am spending the rest of my life celebrating, and I hope that you guys are too, because it is worth every minute. And please, please take time to do self-care. Whether you track it or not, just take care of yourselves. Because if you can't take care of yourself, you can't take care of other people. and you are the priority. So take care of yourselves, stay healthy, stay inside, and I will talk to you soon. Have a great day. Bye.